Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Megan. Thanks so much for watching. I like to make videos all about mom things, vegan lifestyle things, and my weight loss journey. Today I am back with a tips video for you guys on how to transition to a plant-based diet and stick with it. I have now been vegan for over a year and there is literally no going back for me. I am so thankful in a way that my daughter Celie had to go on a plant-based diet because of her food allergies, and that led me down this path because while it wasn't like the easiest journey to go on, it has helped me lose 44 pounds. I would have never done that without switching to a plant-based diet. So before I get into everything, make sure you are subscribed and hit the bell so you don't miss any uploads, and also go follow me over on my Instagram. So let's go ahead and get into this video. I have 10 different tips for you guys on how to transition to a plant-based diet and stick with it. Let's start with number 1. That is find your why. So why do you want to switch to a plant-based diet? Is it because of your health? Is it because you want to lose weight? Finding why you're wanting to do it is going to keep you motivated and keep you pushing forward. So my personal reason is because my daughter had health concerns. I also had health concerns and I wanted to lose weight. So I had 3 different reasons that were keeping me on this diet, because I was still nursing her at the time, and so I literally couldn't eat these things. I could not consume dairy, eggs, peanuts, pork, beef, or chicken. So that's pretty much all animal things. The only one that wasn't listed is turkey, that we never got her tested for, but shortly after that testing that we had done, she reacted to turkey anyways, so it's a moot point. So anyways, I had 3 different reasons that kept me on track and are still keeping me on track. I mean, I'm no longer nursing her, but I still have health goals and weight loss goals that I'm still pushing for. The second tip that I have is to educate yourself. There are 3 different documentaries that everybody should watch. The first one being Game Changers, which is available on Netflix. The next one is What the Health, which I think is also still on Netflix. And then the third one is Forks Over Knives, which you can rent here on YouTube or on, I think it's available on Prime Video. All of those documentaries are amazing. Definitely start with Game Changers and then What the Health. Watch it in that order because What the Health is a little bit scary in my opinion, but Game Changers, at least for me as a physical therapist, it puts it into a performance aspect and makes it really interesting in that way. So that's kind of like what really like sucked me into it. And from like a recovery perspective, it really sucked me in. So Game Changers will suck you in. What the Health will suck you in even more. Forks Over Knives summarizes all the things and shows you some more health benefits. Forks Over Knives also has a great website with a lot of information, so that's a place to start. Another place to go is the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. They have a channel here on YouTube that is also amazing. They also have like a daily podcast from Monday through Friday that is incredible, full of information. Definitely check them out. So number 3 is to start with easy swaps. So at first, start with the easy things. So instead of using regular butter, switch it out for vegan butter. Instead of using cow's milk, swap it out for plant milk. Instead of using regular cheese, swap it out for plant cheese. If you don't want to use plant cheese, leave the cheese off. You will not die, I promise. I have had pizza from, where did we eat last? Gosh, I can't remember. Oh, Mellow Mushroom. I went hoping for vegan cheese. They were actually out of vegan cheese. So I got a gluten-free veggie pizza with no cheese. I survived. It was still delicious. It doesn't have to have cheese on it, y'all. Pizza without cheese is just as delicious. You will live. Number 4 is to practice reading ingredients list. I literally found out this week at work that sometimes they hide animal products where you least expect it. A coworker of mine was talking about a pasta salad that she makes, and I was like, oh, that sounds really good. And she was like, oh, it's got this seasoning in it, it's got Italian dressing, and I put broccoli in it and just pasta. And I was like, oh, I've never heard of that seasoning before, let me look it up. And with my daughter's food allergies, I always have to look at the ingredients list because she's allergic to yeast, and they hide that in a lot of stuff, especially like seasonings, vegetable broths, that kind of thing. So I'm used to looking at the ingredients. Well, I pull up the ingredients list to this, I think it's called Salad Perfect or something, Pinch Perfect salad seasoning, whatever. I'll put it up on the screen somewhere. But anyways, it has cow's milk in it, which who knew? I mean, I thought it was just going to be seasoning. So did she. She had no idea it had cow's milk in it or cheese or any of that. So yeah, practice reading your ingredients list because sometimes things are hidden and you have no idea that they're in there. So read all the list, get to practicing now. It will also come in handy for something later down the line, one of my next tips. Okay, so number 5 has been a really valuable thing to me, and that is to weigh yourself twice a day. This is something that Dr. Michael Greger recommends, and it has been really helpful to me. I weigh myself in the morning, I weigh myself before I go to bed, and I see how my weight fluctuates throughout the day, and I can also see like day to day how that goes. And I don't panic, it's just a data point for me. I can see how the food is affecting me. I can also see how much maybe like sodium I've had, or like if I've had like Chipotle, for example, there's a lot of sodium in that, there's a lot of oil in that. So I can see how the food is affecting me like each day. And it's helped me see how the food is affecting me, and it's also made me like not panic, and it's kept me on track. So I know that's not healthy for everybody, but for me personally, that has been something that has kept me motivated and kept me on track. And is also, like I said, it's a good data point to have because weight loss is not linear by any means. Your weight fluctuates throughout the day. It also fluctuates from day to day. It may go up one day, down the next, back up again. But the bottom line is that you want to see an overall decline in your weight. And so when I am tracking, like in my Fitness Pal, which I also track there, I only track the low weights. I don't track every single day to see like the highs and lows. I track that on a wall calendar just for my personal like viewing. So yeah, track your weight twice a day. Try it for a month and see if it helps you. If you feel like it doesn't help you, don't do it. But for me personally, it has been a game changer. So number 6 is to find easy meals that you like and stick with them. And don't feel like you have to have something new every single day. At most, maybe try like 1 to 2 new recipes a week in the beginning. Because sometimes like finding those things that you like will make it easier to kind of stick to a plan. But again, you don't have to have like the same thing every single day, but maybe find like a handful of recipes, probably like 5 or 6 that you can swap out that are easy swaps and super simple. that you can stick with. Number 7 is to veganize your favorite recipes or find vegan versions of your favorite recipes. That way you can have some comfort food every now and then and you don't feel like you are missing out. Number 8 is to give your taste buds some time to adjust. I would say at least like 3 weeks, if not longer, depending on how long it takes you to transition all of the meat and the dairy out of your diet. And number 9, this is really important. I would say stick to the diet once you get all of the meat and the dairy out of your life. Stick to it for at least a month. And if your goal is weight loss, gradually get more and more strict with the fat and oil in your diet. Obviously, you want to have minimal oil in your diet, minimal fat. You know, avocado here and there is not going to derail your weight loss goals, but you shouldn't have guac every single day. That's just my opinion. And obviously that's what has worked for me. And last but certainly not least, number 10, don't listen to the naysayers or the haters, whatever you want to call them. The people that are going to ask you where you get your protein, the people that are going to say that's not going to last, and you know, my favorite people that are like, I could never give up X, Y, and Z. It doesn't matter. Their opinion doesn't matter. You're doing this for yourself, for your health, for your weight loss, for whatever reason you might have, for the animals. You know, your journey is your journey. It might even evolve. For example, mine has kind of evolved. It started for Sealy and for me, you know, my health and my weight loss. Now it's kind of evolved for still being for myself, but I do see the, you know, climate change impacts that consuming meat and dairy has. I also see the way animals are treated, which is just terrible. So it's kind of evolved over time, and that's okay because, you know, everything is a journey. Everybody's on their own journey. Just ignore the annoying people that are going to ask you where you get your protein from. You don't even have to answer their question if you don't want to. I literally have a conversation with a parent at least once a week because I always want to bring it up. They're like, oh, so you don't have milk, right? And I'm like, no, I don't drink milk. And they're like, oh, well, yeah, I don't drink that much milk either. You know, I'm kind of lactose intolerant. And I'm like, yeah, most people are. And then I start to tell them, I'm like, yeah, you know, really, milk has this thing in it called IGF-1 that is known to cause cancer. And in people who already have had breast cancer, it's pretty much known to kill them if they do consume it after they've already had cancer. So it's really kind of bad. And their answer is literally always, everything causes cancer. I can't. I literally cannot. That is just like the survivor, oh, what do they call it? Well, you know, I grew up having X, Y, and Z, so, and I turned out just fine. The survivor mentality or whatever it's called. Anyways, I digress. So those are my 10 tips on how to transition and stick with a plant-based diet. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Also, feel free to reach out to me over on my Instagram. If you message me over there, I do try to message you back. But that is going to be it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!